All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Just My Thoughts. As you can see me. This is a special episode. I I want to talk about leadership. For those of you that don't follow politics and especially not American politics, we just had the changing of the guard, the inauguration of Joe Biden. So I don't want to get too into the political aspect of it. I just want to talk about what pushes us to follow people. What are the characteristics that we look for in a leader? Because I don't think that there's one cookie cutter thing, quality that everyone seeks to find in their leader. Because if it were, then we wouldn't have such extreme opposites. As an American, I look at my country and I love my country. I think America is an amazing place. It's beautiful. There's so much diversity when it comes to the people, which is the greatest thing about America. The food, which is amazing. The landscape. You have mountains, you have deserts, you have forests and everything, plains, hills, everything. So there's an extreme change from one end of the spectrum to the other. And that's part of the beauty, the languages as well. But we do have flaws. And I used to be a naval officer. So I was in a leadership position. And even as a civilian, I was in management. So I was constantly being put in a position of power to lead people. And sometimes it was easier than others. Because as a leader, I had to have an understanding of the people that were meant to follow me. I had to know how to motivate and encourage them to do their job and be a part of the team. And so I was proud to serve as a naval officer for a country that I love. But I have to be honest that I've been pretty embarrassed and saddened to be an American lately because of all the chaos and the insanity that's been going on. I still love my country, but the leadership was disappointing. And so that's why I asked the question, what do we look for in a leader? What are the qualifications that pushes us to say, that's the person that I want to follow? Even we can extend it beyond politics. We can look at Instagram, YouTube. You know, my following here on YouTube is still pretty small, extremely small. It's like only 200 and something people. But what pushes you to even follow me and watch my videos? I want to be a positive influence on this world. I want to be a happy thought in people's minds. I want to be an inspiration. If you look at my Facebook page, you will see and understand my political views because I talk politics there a lot. And it gets very heated. But here, I want to be a little more contained, I guess you could say. I don't think that we need leaders who are focused only on themselves. I don't think we need leaders who don't take into account the impact of their decisions and their actions and their words. Because when someone decides to follow you, they're basically saying that I put stock in what you are saying and doing. I'm trusting you to get me somewhere. I'm trusting you to guide me somewhere. Not everyone has the capacity to be a dynamic leader. Not everyone has the desire to be a leader. It takes a lot. It's a heavy burden to carry. And when you take that position, you should understand that. And you should do your best to make sure that the people who are trusting you to be their leader, that you're actually leading them somewhere positive. You're actually leading them somewhere better. You are responsible when the team fails. You are responsible when the message is garbled or misunderstood. At least you should be. Do you think that a leader should pass the blame and point fingers at his people? Oh, it's your fault that we messed up, that we didn't accomplish this. It's your fault. Should a leader be mean and aggressive towards other leaders? Or should they try to find some kind of common ground? Do you want your leader to just be ruthless and not care about other teams? Just take care of us. Make sure that we're okay. Forget alliances with other teams. Let them fend for themselves. By any means, win. Is that a characteristic that you respect in a leader? Winning by any means necessary. I don't respect that. I think there should be a humanitarian aspect to a leader. I think it's hard to inspire people with aggression and just negative energy. There are some people that are just, they want the fight. They will, oh, give it to me. Oh, that gets them riled up. But I look at inspiration as a positive thing. So as we in America transition to a new era, I guess you could say, a new beginning, a new leader, my hope is that the leader that we have, leaders in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, can get us back to that bright light, can motivate and inspire instead of instilling fear and division. For the people who aren't American, the people that are watching that are from other countries, what has been your thoughts and feelings watching our madness and our dirty laundry being thrown all over the place, and watching us completely fall from grace. I mean, in some of your eyes, we may have never been a great leader. I've come to understand and accept that not every country loves us. I've had the privilege of traveling around the world and interacting with different cultures and religions and nationalities and different groups of people. And so I've heard the other side. And I respect that perspective. Because again, I believe that's another quality of a good leader, is being able to listen to the criticisms and taking necessary steps to change the bad. Because you're never going to get it all right all the time. You're going to make mistakes. But as long as you can learn from those mistakes and are willing to learn from those mistakes and take corrective actions and own up to the mistake, you will continue to grow your following. You will maintain the respect of your people. I used to say that respect, your position, warrants my respect initially. So if you're in a position of leadership, you warrant my respect initially, just because of your position. But your behavior determines whether or not you keep my respect. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. What makes a good leader? What pushes you to follow someone? Or do you consider yourself to be a leader? And what qualities and characteristics do you display? Let me know in the comments section. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for another Just My Thought. Remember, whatever you do, do it justice.